everyone, today we are going to start with DML. DML means data manipulation language. It is one of the language of databases. Already we know that we have various types of languages like DDL, which is data definition language, then DML, which is data manipulation language, then DCL, which is data control language, and then TCL, which is transaction control language. So here we are going to study data manipulation language in detail. So basically there are some commands which is used to manipulate the data which is present in the table of various databases. So that commands are called as DML commands. Okay, as its name suggests, it is DML, means data manipulation language. So the commands which is used to manipulate the data is known as DML commands. Okay, so under DML we have various types of commands like select, then insert, then update and delete. So these all commands are very important. We'll see it one by one. So first we have select command. Okay, so this select command is data manipulation language command. Basically this select command is used to retrieve data from the tables of selected databases, or we can say it is used to display data from the tables of selected databases. So basically it retrieves the data. Okay, so now we'll see the basic syntax of select command. So the basic syntax of select command is this. So here the basic syntax includes select, then expression. Here this expression is nothing but it is fields or columns from specific tables. Okay, so select expression from table. So here we'll have to write the specific table name, and after that you can mention the condition. If you want to retrieve the data based on some condition, then you should write condition here. Okay, so now let's say suppose I want to display employee name from employee table, but the condition is that I want to display the employee name whose age is greater than 20. So I will write a query like this: select employee name, emp name. So emp underscore name is one of the column from employee table. So emp underscore name from employee. So here employee is a employee table, and this is the condition. Always we write condition after a where clause, and the condition is that where age is greater than 20. So the result of this query will be employee names having age greater than 20. So there is no compulsion to write this part. We can simply write this much query also. Means suppose you want to retrieve employee name from employee table, then we can write this much query: select emp underscore name from employee. That's it. So what is the difference between using where and not using where clause? So if I'll execute only this much query, it will retrieve all the records. Means let's say if my emp table has 100 records, then it will retrieve the data of that 100 records if I am not using where clause in this. But if I will use where clause, then it will specifically retrieve the data of employee whose age is greater than 20. Okay, so in this way we can use select tag. Now one more thing, if I want to retrieve all the records from employee table, so instead of this emp name, simply I will use asterisk, that is star. So my query will go like this: select star from employee where age is greater than 20, or simply select star from employee. So this will retrieve all the record from employee table. Okay, Now the next is insert. Now this is the insert command. So insert command basically is used to insert data into the table, or we can say it is used to insert records into the table. So insert command is used to insert single record at a time in a table, and the basic syntax is this: insert into table. See here, if you want to use insert command, then insert into, this is compulsory, insert into, then we have to write table name, then we have to use expression. So here these are the column names, and then you have to specify the values in parenthesis. So value 1, then value 2, then value n, etc. Okay. Now another syntax for insert is like insert into table name, values, and then in parenthesis we can directly mention the values. What is the difference in these two? In first we have mentioned column name as well. Means here we'll specify in which column we have to insert which values. Okay. So let's say one example. This is the example: insert into Java point. So Java point is a table. Now we have to insert into these two columns, author and subject, and the values are Sunnu and DBMS. So these two values are inserted into these two columns. So this is the first case, this one. Okay. Now the second case is without the column names. So your query will go like this only: insert into table name, that is insert into Java point, values, and then these values. Means here in second option this portion will be skipped. Means you can use any option from this. You can use either the first one or second one option for inserting values into the table, but keep in mind that only one record will be inserted at a one time in a table. So this is related to insert. Now the third is update. So this is also DML command. Now update means if you want to update the existing value from the table, then we use update command. Okay. Now I'll give you just an example. Suppose if you want to change contact number of any student from student table, then we can change that contact number using update command. Okay. Or if you want to change username, or if you want to change address, or if you want to change course, so any value you can change with this update command. Okay. Now in simple we can say that using update command we can modify any value or any attribute for the particular tuple based on some condition. And the syntax for this is update table name. Update is a keyword, then table name, we have to write table name, then set. Now this set is an important keyword here. What we are setting, that we have to write set column name is equal to value 1 comma column underscore name n is equal to value n, etc. Means here at a time you can modify or update multiple values also. Means here you can use one value column value pair or multiple column value pair, and here you have to write condition. So this is the syntax of update. Now for example, if we want to update username of student whose ID is 3, so for that scenario we'll write this query: update students. So here students is a table. Now what we have to update? We have to update username. So here we are using set keyword, that then after set keyword we are writing set username is equal to Sonu, where student ID is equal to 3. Okay, so this query will update the username of a student whose ID is 3. This is very simple. Okay, now the last DML operation is delete. So delete operation is basically used to delete records from a table, from a selected database. Now if you want to delete particular entry from the table, then we use delete command. For example, if some student has left the college and we want to remove his details from the student table, then we can use delete command to delete that particular row. Or if you want to delete particular employee who has left the organization, then we can use delete command for that. And the basic syntax is very simple: delete from, then student name and the condition. This is the basic syntax. So here if you want to delete if you want to delete student whose ID is 3, then simply we can write the query delete from student where student ID is equal to 3. Okay, or if you want to delete some employee records from employee table, then we can use query like delete from employee where employee ID is so and so. Okay, so in this way this delete command works. Okay, so we have studied 4 commands which comes under DML, and basically these 4 commands are used to perform data manipulation operation on the tables. Okay, so using these operations actually we can perform the important operation on the tables. Okay, thank you.